So it is Friday, which means it is time to teach you some hard skills. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a deadfall trap. Super simple, basic trap you can use in almost any survival situation to get small game, small food, and get through the tough times. So stay tuned. We are going to go get the supplies for today's trap. Today we are making a deadfall trap. You can adjust this in size to whatever you happen to want to be trying to kill. What we're first going to do is we're going to take our dowel and we're going to cut our base foundation piece here. Alright, so now we got our foundation piece, so that is going to be sitting straight up and down on the ground, kind of diagonally cut this so that it's got a nice little notch there. Alright, so now we got the notch. So with the center, this notch needs to be the same length as, or the same width, I should say, as this piece, and it needs to be on the side of the side that you cut the notch in. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to mark on either side of this guy, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut very carefully in so that I cut about a quarter, maybe half the way through the dowel. So I've notched it. Hopefully you can see that. What I'm going to take my knife or a screwdriver and I'm going to break that piece out. Eyeball this and make sure it's at least long enough to reach down to here, and then goes up a little bit above that. So I'm just going to mark it right there. So we need to notch it for this section right here. All right, so there we go. Hopefully you can see that. I got that nice little notch in there. So that notch sits real nicely in this upper piece right here, so you can see that. In order to do this piece, what you're going to do is you're going to lay this on the ground, and you're going to lay your trigger piece where it's going to sit. And you want to mark approximately where your trigger piece and your upper piece are going to intersect. Okay, so I got this cut to length. Now I'm going to notch the end of this piece here. So this piece is going to sit like that, and this piece is going to sit in our groove or notch in our foundation piece. So what do we get? We got it like this so far. Hopefully you can see that. We got it like that. Now this piece is going to sit here. So that notch, this notch here is going to face upwards. So what I want to do is I want to lay these like as if they were set in the trap. And then I'm going to lay this so that the upper piece intersects with it. And then I'm going to mark exactly where those two pieces intersect. And so I'm just going to cut that straight at the angle there. So what do we got? We got our foundation piece. So this guy notches into our foundation piece like that. And then this guy is going to line up so that those two intersect right there like that. And now all we need to do is we need to notch the trigger piece so that it fits nice and securely in the notch that we made here in our foundation piece. Alright, so now I've got a flat notch on my trigger piece, and it'll intersect with the flat notch on my foundation piece, and then my top piece is going to sit in here perfectly like that, and you are pretty much done. Now that you got all the notches in place, what you're going to do is you're going to set this up, and it will definitely take a few tries to get this perfectly correct. But what should happen is when you put pressure on the top of the thing, it perfectly stays in a nice number 4 formation. All right, guys. So to set this is really very simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take your base piece, your foundation piece, you're going to set it on the ground. You're going to take your upper piece and you're going to put the notch into the top piece like that. And then you're going to take your trigger piece and you're going to put the flat notch into the flat notch, and then slowly and carefully rotate the upper piece outward, starting to apply a little bit of pressure right here. And then you know it's all good when you can hold the whole thing together simply by putting pressure up here on the top. Then all you do is you carefully lean your weight over onto the upper piece, and you're good to go. So now this is all ready to go. So what you do to use this is simply put bait on the end of the stick here, and then what happens is when the animal comes to get the bait, it falls and it crushes them. It's that simple. All right, well, there you go, guys. That is how you build a deadfall trap. Hopefully you found this helpful. This is a great trap to know how to do. It's great for survival situations, but I'm gonna wrap my day up, so I will see you guys soon in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications button, and have a freaking awesome day.